Hey, I think we're live. Yay! Okay. I'm live. Hi, everybody. Welcome. You're watching this later. I know no one's here yet, but welcome to this MaxFunDrive special edition of what is this? Fast and Furious and Justin and Sydnee and Hobbs and Shaw. That's what I called it. We're gonna watch Hobbs and Shaw because we're gonna watch Hobbs and Shaw. My wife Sydnee McElroy, Dr. Sydnee McElroy. I need to mute my Slack notification. This real rookie stuff. Okay, so muting my Slack notifications. But I'll keep checking those.
Justin Lin will not be directing Fast X.
Oh, Justin Lin's not directing Fast X, he said.
It was just announced.
Ooh, interesting. I can't say I love that. Crack that can. Hold on, let me grab my drink.
Oh, you want
Let me grab my drink. And magic. How is he doing it? Well, he's doing it through the power of Sydnee McElroy. Hello, Sid.
Hello.
Okay. I waited till this exact moment so Sydnee wouldn't see how long the movie was.
Oh.
Till I was ready.
Oh no.
We are start. Oh, actually, let me restart the film so I can sync up my timer here.
Okay. I'm sorry I was late. I was getting Cooper down.
So if you want to watch along with us, this timer is synced to where we're at in the movie. It's the biggest one I could find. I'm sorry, I couldn't find a bigger timer. Starting out strong, Hobbs and Shaw.
I'm not ready for this.
Yeah, you're never ready to hit the streets with your family. I'm going to turn on our closed captions here.
It's been such a long week already, and now this is what we're doing.
Yes, we're going to watch Hobbs and Shaw.
Which one is Hobbs and which one is Shaw? And is Calvin part of it?
No, it's not important which one is Hobbs and Shaw. They actually switch during many scenes, just to see if you notice. This is the part of the Fast. It's part of the Fast and Furious legacy. I know you already got it. Okay, so it's MaxFunDrive, and before you watch this, legally speaking, you have to go to MaximumFun.org/join and kick in some money. You can upgrade your donation if you already donate. If you're a new donor, for just $5 a month, you're going to get over 360 hours of bonus content, including an episode where Sydnee is interviewed by Charlie, who asks for a lot of kids' medical questions.
That other kids sent in. And then Charlie just sort of ad-libs her own there at the end.
Oh, does she?
Don't you remember? Yeah, at the end she was like, actually, as long as we're doing this, I have some. So
thank you, Garfield Cat, for the kind compliment about my shirt. I'm a big fan. Thank you.
Were you trying to say Garfield?
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's like a different. It's like a shit posting version of Garfield. Oh yeah, you got Idris at least. Idris in tight leather.
Oh my.
My. And he's using his original accent. I always love that he uses the British accent. You know what he was,
I like that you say he uses it. It's just the way he talks.
Yeah, but like sometimes he's all American. You know what I mean? Like in Dark Tower or something. I didn't see that, but I'm assuming. He's the bad guy in this, which is a shame. But he looks wild. He looks like a G.I. Joe figure.
That outfit.
He's stopping bullets with his hand. You see?
Wait, why can he stop? Why can he stop bullets with his hand?
Because the problem with the Fast and Furious series to this point has been it's too real.
Hold on, wait. He's punching through the truck.
Yes.
With his fist.
Yes. The problem with the series to this point is it's been too real. So this one goes a little bit sillier.
Is he a Terminator?
This one's a little sillier.
Is he a Terminator?
Hello from Morgantown. Also support Sydnee's campaign. West Virginia deserves the best. Thank you. Thank you, Rebecca. McElroy4FORWV.com is Sydnee's website if you want to check out her platform. This isn't the time for that, though.
Mm-mm.
It's the time for
No campaigning.
No campaigning, just Hobbsing and Shawing.
Mm-hmm. I've knocked on enough doors for this week so far until tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow.
Trying to get a bit more comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I am. I'm wearing shorts. I'm sorry. It's business up top, party downstairs.
I'm on business. I still got my watch on. Also, when I'm like trying to get all my steps in.
Have either of you seen this before?
No, I don't remember. I know that Jason Statham is one of Hobbs and or Shaw.
Yes. And The Rock is the other.
And The
one.
Rock.
You know these characters.
The other.
They've been in the other films that you've paid attention to.
Paid attention to is a phrase you just said. And it can mean a lot of different things.
I didn't just see Hobbs and Shaw. I saw Hobbs and Shaw actually while we were pitching the Adventure Zone cartoon. I saw Hobbs and Shaw in Los Angeles, California. Wait for it, 4DX. That's right. Every drop of sweat blasting in my face.
All movies should be in 2D.
Yes, but this is 4DX, so it was blasting my face. All the rumbling of the motorcycles, I feel it like that.
Which one of us is Shaw? Hobbs? Which one is which?
The bald one.
No, which one are you?
What?
Which one are you?
Are
you Hobbs or Shaw?
I feel like I'm more of a Jason Statham type. I love having to choose between those two, though. He drinks raw eggs. God, that's grody.
Look, he's in pajamas. Okay, so we have this like split scene.
Yeah.
Where the two of them are getting ready in the morning. I guess. Okay, so Hobbs is Jason Statham? No, The Rock.
The Rock.
Okay. I guess you are more of a Shaw. Yeah.
Kind of a gentleman.
It feels weird to say I'm the Hobbs of these two.
Well,
I saw him drink raw eggs and then drive a pickup truck to the gym.
That's the problem is you got to.
Which isn't exactly. I feel like my.
Yeah, the cartoon. There's not a cartoon right now, but we're hopeful there will be a cartoon at some point. But now you know exactly. Oh, well, you gotta have butt shots.
We're already with the butt shots.
It's Fast and Furious. You have a butt shot.
There's no cars in this scene, just butts.
He just grabbed a bottle of champagne.
That was kind of cool.
It's cool. He's cool. Yeah.
This is rough. We've been watching Our Flag Means Death every night, like to catch up since everybody was like, it's so great. And then we were late to that trend. So we did, and it wasn't great.
Yeah.
But now we're watching this tonight.
Which we're really late to.
Mm-hmm.
Who the hell are you? I'm what you call an ice cold can of whoop ass.
An ice cold can of whoop ass.
That's what everyone calls me. That's my campaign motto.
Vote Sydnee, an ice cold can of whoop ass. We're gonna have cursing in this stream, by the way.
We finished Our Flag Means Death. I won't ruin it.
Yeah, it's great though.
It's fantastic.
Season 2. Let's make it happen.
And it's the perfect Halloween costume for us this year, by the way.
He's beating up people with champagne bottles. You gotta see.
I'm sorry. I'm paying attention to our listeners.
Yeah. Hey, what's good, Addie? What's up? Where did your taint tanning button go? So I only have 8 buttons on the Rodecaster Pro, and I can switch between them, but I only just keep the 8 live. So I just have 8 sounds. I think I replaced it with that one just got me, Odell. That one just got me.
That guy with the bottle.
Just dropped it on the floor.
I'm Ed, Justin Sydnee.
Yeah.
That's easy.
That's easy.
That's
that
an
one's
easy
easy.
one.
That one's not even close.
Yeah.
I watched Ishtar on the plane, and Ishtar's basically Our Flag Means Death. It kind of got there first. If you ever see Ishtar, you think about it for a second. It's pretty close plot-wise. He's hanging a dude out the window. Which fast food travels the best in your opinion?
I don't mind. Oh, should I admit my penchant for old food? Old
You're running
burger?
for office.
I shouldn't talk about that.
You should.
I don't mind when things have sat or gotten cold or mushy. I don't.
Sydnee's family used to store pizza. They would have pizza night, as you do. Sydnee's family would store pizza in
The oven.
the oven.
Like not on or anything, just like in the oven.
In the oven, I call it the danger zone because it's between 40 and 140 degrees for more than 4 hours. But that's where Sydnee's family stored pizza.
I always thought that was normal.
It's not.
Like it's cooked already, so it's fine.
If you want to move the timer,
I think pizza can. I mean, I like pizza in all its stages. I like pizza when it's fresh. I like pizza when it's cold. I like it when it's been sitting on the counter for a while because your party's gone longer than you expected. I think that pizza travels just fine. I think French fries are the worst travelers.
You know what? Arby's crinkle fries. When we need a quick side dish from DoorDash, that is what we will classically get. Those travel pretty good.
They do well. The benefit though is that Arby's is super close.
So close. I don't want to brag. We can see Arby's from our house.
If I threw Justin down the hill, which I wouldn't do, but if I did, he would roll to the
I
Arby's.
thought about putting a zip line in.
Mhm.
If I could. Okay, now look. This is our family tree right here. She drew their family tree, and it's her and him on the family tree because that's the only family of his that she knows, and that's the only family of his that you know. But I'm.
Oh, is she about to reveal that she?
No. It's just that we might meet some more Hobbses.
Oh, look,
Yeah.
that's his brother.
That's my brother.
Yep, that's my brother.
This is the
That's how I discovered Justin's brothers.
what?
I found that picture in the garage of them.
Right, on the motorcycle.
You were on a motorcycle and they were helping you steer, and I was like, "Who are these guys?" And you're like, "Those are my brothers who helped me learn how to ride a motorcycle."
Someone asked me if this is a Who Framed Roger Rabbit shirt. It's not actually. It is a.
That would be a cool shirt, though.
It's a Pete and Pete shirt. That's Petunia there. There's Pete's hat.
Best cold pizza is ham and pineapple. I love pineapple on pizza. Although I like pineapple and chicken and peppers and onions, preferably red onions, and no cheese and extra sauce.
What am I filming today? It's me, Helen Mirren. Driver, where are you taking me? What film am I in today? Oh God, that can't be right. Hobbs and Shaw. Oh God. Okay, well, as long as the money's right. What does Sydnee's shirt say? Sydnee, show me shirt. This is like your streaming classic. I feel like you've heard
Is
this
it?
one on a
Have I
couple
done Gina
streams.
Knows Best on a lot of them?
Yeah.
You look like a
What's the
retired Craig's band bassist.
Retired, huh? Okay. What's the deal with season 3 Pete and Pete coming out on DVD or Blu-ray? Okay, well, I mean, I've been trying for a long time. I commissioned the lead singer Quiet to write a song about it, and I've been asking Nick and tweeting about it. The problem is that they used a lot of licensed music in Pete and Pete, and apparently it's tied up with you'll notice in streaming shows like Cooper Love's Greatest American Hero, and we'll watch that. They've overdubbed a lot of the original music with sound alikes, and they're just not doing that because they don't have a license to use it. And Pete and Pete season 3, I think, is tied up in licensing.
You should show.
Yeah.
It's too bad because Cooper would like Pete and Pete.
There's Hobbs and his sister Shaw and his sister blowing up a safe. It's called the Keith Moon.
Is that his? What? How are they related? Is that his mom?
Helen Mirren's his mom.
Oh, okay. So ridiculous.
It's about family. So yeah, he's got a mom.
Helen Mirren's his mom. Which of these people are in prison? Helen Mirren is in prison.
She is, yes.
I'm sure we learned why in a previous film. Something with cars and explosions.
That's usually when Sarah Davis will hop in and tell us why Helen Mirren's in prison. It says excited for Man versus Bee. I told Sid about Man versus Bee, and she had this sort of like gnawing dread, I think, that she would be forced to watch Man versus Bee.
I won't, will I? I'm already watching Hobbs and Shaw.
She's just a general thief. Thank you, Sarah.
This is general.
She's just like a thief.
I like the idea. It's like medical training. You could specialize in certain kinds of thieving, or you could just be a general thief.
Ryan Reynolds just shows up in this, and I haven't seen Red Notice, but I guess it's different characters. Maybe
This guy is Locke.
Locke's no one's name.
He works for the CIA. The guy that I old friends.
Was he in another one?
I don't think he was in another one.
Oh, he's got a best friend's necklace.
Hobbs and Shaw is a Fast and Furious movie. Yes, Hobbs and Shaw is the 10th Fast and Furious. Technically, the 9th Fast and Furious film. It's a spin-off. But now The Rock and Vin Diesel are beefing so hard, I don't think we'll see old Hobbs again.
Liquefies your internal organs, basically turns your body into a giant bag of hot.
There's 10. Yes, Addie, there's 10. The 10th proper Fast and Furious movie is coming out at some point. But
Where? What is the? Hold on, I missed. Is this a biological weapon?
where?
The thing that he's talking about that liquefies your internal organs
Probably.
and turns you into a bag of hot soup?
This is the only
Yeah.
CT-17 in existence, and this snowflake is now in the hands of a rogue MI6.
They have descriptions like that in the hot zone.
Mm.
No, she is.
That's part of why I went to medicine.
And deadly. Last night she was part of an MI6 team tasked with securing the virus. She then
It is a virus.
Yeah.
She stabbed one.
Oh, that's it. So this. Oh, so this is about
Do you know how hard that is?
a virus, like a
Yeah.
biological weapon.
This is before
It's a virus?
things sort of went sideways.
Why did you warn me?
Why not? I'm sorry. I mean, you had to watch it.
There's nothing to be done.
For the same reason I didn't warn you about how long it is. Because then you might have said no. Hi, Christian. Christian was beckoned here. Welcome. Yes, this is
Did
our.
they go to outer space yet? Do they go to outer space in this?
Yeah. No. No.
No, they did the last one, didn't they?
No, that's in 9. Yeah.
Yeah, they went to
Ludacris
outer
and-
space.
And Ludacris and Tay Diggs went to space. This is our podcast. This is our podcast, Fast and Furious and Justin and Sydnee. This episode of Fast and Furious and Justin and Sydnee, where we watch all the Fast and Furious movies. Sometimes we do commentary. Sometimes it's just more like a holistic impressions, like turning the mic on and off for some of the earlier films. You can hear it all if you go to MaximumFun.org/join and pledge to the network, just $5 a month, and you can.
I
listen.
watched them, so you didn't have to.
But you should, because they good. What's your favorite?
The one with the cars and family.
Mr. Shaw. You don't know what's selling.
Honey, I don't know. They're all just the same. They drive their cars fast.
Oh my God, Rob Paulson's in it.
Oh, I like him.
Yeah, he's great. He's great. He's good in Home Alone even. He's okay in Tom and Jerry,
The
but
new Home Alone. I mean, they pull it off. The whole thing they're doing.
no, their names are Hobbs and Shaw. Locke's Ryan Reynolds, his friend, his CIA friend.
Abby, I appreciate the invitation to run for office in Utah, but I think it would be illegal. I don't live there. Have to move there. But thank you. Let me try and help
Sydnee,
sort
have
West Virginia out.
Have you read Richard Preston's other books about pathogens, The Cobra Event, and The Demon in the Freezer?
I did. And I enjoyed them all. I liked it. I mean, he's, like it's intentionally dramatic. And once I went into healthcare, I realized that there are a lot of things that are, I'm not saying that they're not true, but they're, again, dramatized. But the Hot Zone is like, I read it when I was 12, which I don't think that's your typical 12-year-old reading. But it was like, I read it, like I stayed up all night in my bedroom in my parents' house reading it feverishly. And then as soon as I was done, I was like, I want to be a doctor.
Sydney, will you ever watch Paul Blart Mall Cop 2 with Justin for Death Do Us Blart? You've watched it a couple times, haven't you? Yeah. She loves it.
No, sometimes I think you use me to watch it to say new things you haven't thought about saying yet.
Okay, I just want to be clear. Sarah points out something important that we might have missed. His sister, this woman, injected the pathogen into herself and ran to keep it out of Idris's hands.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So she has it in her?
Yeah.
So she's sick?
I mean, I don't know. It's like a science weapon, Sarah said.
Well, yeah, but like
they don't get along.
Some bitch. That'd be wanker. In your native town. You finished, brother. Sound like a giant tattooed baby.
Sound like a giant tattooed baby.
What does a giant tattooed baby sound like?
Sounds like The Rock, doesn't it?
Don't you ever talk about my mother?
Don't you ever talk about my mother?
Second, I'll have this job done.
There are a lot of people that read The Hot Zone at age 12. Why did our parents and guardians let us do that, do you think?
I don't know. My folks let me read like The Stand and Eyes of the Dragon and stuff. Much better.
I read that. I don't remember how young I was. I read The Stand too young.
It's like dragging my balls.
There were all kinds of those horror novels, that I used to read.
Like what?
I'm trying to remember. Mom would read all these really scary books. The ones with like the glossy, shiny covers. Anyway, I read a lot of them.
It's a good
It scared the
anecdote.
crap out of me.
I don't think she means Goosebumps, leave it. It's
No,
good try.
not for kids. I always offered all those books. My mom had so many, and I found one, started reading it, and she was like, "Yeah, you can read that." And there were like murders and ghosts and possessions. And I just kept reading more of them, and she never stopped me.
They don't get along. Are you getting that yet? He said that every time he hears Shaw's voice, it's like he's dragging his balls along shattered glass, and it hurts.
That's not the kind of will they won't they energy that I was hoping for.
This
Scary
movie
stories
really
to tell in the dark are
those are scary.
it's
The movie,
the-
I didn't love the movie, but
it's the images. That's the illustrations.
Lois has a great question. Say, can you read Lois's question out loud? Not to yourself, out loud. Right here.
I can't read. Do you want me to read?
Yeah, please.
Sydney, I just got an IUD in. If I push too hard while taking a deuce, is it going to shoot out of me like a Nerf bullet?
It's a fine question, and I think everyone's on pins and needles wanting to get an answer to that.
It shouldn't do that. It should not. It should not do that. That
Great
would be
question.
a.
Are you
That is
sure?
not a feature of the product. That would be a dysfunction of the product. It should not do that. No. Should be in place.
This movie rules, by the way. I should tell you this movie absolutely beats ass. Please come to Australia. I'd love to.
I love her look with the her hoodie
cool.
and her trench coat.
I do wish we were watching more Flag Me stuff. I wish there was more of it to watch. What's up?
Also, important plot point: Vanessa Kirby is being framed for killing her team.
Is that Vanessa Kirby? I'm assuming that's Vanessa Kirby. There's not that many women in these movies. So I have to assume that's Vanessa Kirby.
What's your current favorite book? Abby wants to know. What are you reading?
What am I reading? Let's see. Can I just finish something?
Justin gave me a book on confidence to read. Is that what it's called?
I just read a good one called, I think it's called The Decagon Murder House. It's a Japanese murder mystery that's loosely based on And Then There Were None. It was only in Japanese for a while, but now it's recently been reprinted in English. And it is, if you like murder mysteries, it's great. It's a real good one.
I should clarify. You didn't give me a book on confidence. Like, here, be more confident.
No,
I didn't want to frame it that.
it's like a school of life book about just confidence.
Yeah, it's to help with imposter syndrome. Can't imagine why.
In case you're doing anything,
I'm feeling a lot more of that these days. And then I read a lot of books about how to make public policy.
Hang in there, Russell. Braden says, I'm getting married in a month. Any advice for the actual wedding day?
If you put time into selecting food that you would enjoy, try to remember to eat some of it. Or I guess vice versa, if you plan on being so caught up in the wedding that you never actually get to sample the food, which is what happened to us, I guess don't put as much effort into picking it as we did. We had such a good little mishmash of like our favorite things on this buffet, and we were so excited about like these two different restaurants that we were both going to get to eat from. And
there's like Chili Willie's, right?
And an Italian place, Rocco's,
Yeah.
and we had this delicious mix of food. We got the food to our table, and then we were just so busy with all the things you do.
Yeah, I
took like 2 bites.
I would say also, like, once you're in the day, and this advice goes for a lot of things, but once you're in the day, stop worrying about how things are going and try to just enjoy it. Because I think I spent so much time worrying about, like, how would it go that I probably didn't enjoy it as much. And there was this huge room full of people that I care about. And I wish I had spent more time just, like, enjoying it rather than worrying about how it's going. Mm-hmm. That's life. What can you do? Whoa. So Vanessa Kirby, I guess, is fighting The Rock. This is where we're at in the film, by the way, about 25 minutes in. Bad walls in these movies, always very weak walls. She's using her leg to choke him out, by the way.
It's a cool.
It's just picking her up with one hand. Oh God.
We're drinking some ginger ale, some whiskey.
Ginger beer for me.
In my Becky glass, and I think you have the City of Huntington.
Yeah, it's like a. Yeah, that's not gonna come out, but it's I'm using my beauty blogger that used to work, but I don't know. It's a map of Huntington like etched into the glass. It's pretty cool. My stepsister Abby used to sell them at her shop in Ironton, so we ordered some.
Do you have thoughts on spicy Mountain Dew? I didn't know there was spicy.
I haven't tried it. Sounds good.
You don't have thoughts on it.
Sorry.
Humanity must evolve before it destroys itself.
Humanity must evolve.
The animal carve out all human.
Spencer was asking what my impression of the internal medicine residency is here in Huntington.
Okay.
I am family medicine, of course, so I did not go through it. But I have a lot of colleagues, obviously, in that department, and I know a lot of the residents who do, and they turn out some incredibly brilliant, wonderful, skilled physicians. My cousin Charles, for example, you know Charles.
Yes.
Who is one of the smartest people I will ever know. Very caring, wonderful physician. And I think their residents also appear to be, it seems, very happy. Plenty of time to like do their work, do research. That's what a lot of them talk about. Like they give time for learning and research, and
they're nerds.
I don't think I mean, they're not nerds any more than I'm a nerd, so I don't know. I have a good impression of it, and the people who go through it tend to be pretty happy. So That is my outsider take on it.
You can learn a lot about somebody when you fight that. And when we fought, we didn't fight each other.
Recommendations. Rebecca asked if we have recommendations for students going through finals right now. Do you have any? I don't.
Study more.
Don't take school recommendations from Justin.
I went to college for 5 years because I failed Spanish.
Well, I just mean that you are
I had
very,
a
you're very smart,
I had a
but
two.
your grades were not a priority for you.
I had a 2.9 GPA when I graduated college.
Mhm.
I didn't do well. Didn't do well in high school. Didn't do well in college. Not a traditionally smart person.
I would say remember to take breaks. Because when you get into that really intense, like panicky studying mode, at least I know I do, when I start thinking like, I didn't know that fact. Oh no, how many more facts didn't I know? Then you're not really retaining knowledge. Then you need to like take a breather, take a walk. I don't know, eat something you like, drink some water,
Brandon asked
whatever you like to do.
my favorite old school classic adventure game, the Quest for Glory series. All pretty much. Especially
I want you to
3
shoot 2 times right in that face.
and 4. 3 and 4.
I missed somebody asked if I was nice to IT people, but doctors aren't always. I am,
She complains about them a lot to me personally.
this is not.
Because everybody I hunt.
Why would you say that? That's not true. And people are going to think I'm denying it because,
No,
This
she
is
doesn't.
not
She's
true.
not mean to anybody.
well, I mean, I try never to be mean to anybody, but generally speaking, I know how little knowledge I have in that area. So I would approach IT people with a lot of humility and respect, and also fear that they're constantly thinking, oh, what an idiot. So that is my take on my IT people at the med school. I'm grateful that they know all the things I don't know, and I am very humble about it. That's how I try to approach it. I mean, Justin can tell you, I'm so bad in that arena.
I don't do that.
Do you want to talk about how I don't delete my
Look, his daughter's doing the eyebrow.
That's the silliest thing I've ever seen.
Adorable. The people's eyebrow.
See right now, okay?
What's the first game you remember playing?
Hey, one more.
On one of
Like
our
what?
first dates,
video game?
I remember we were up in your family's like den, and we played Monopoly on your old computer when you were like,
In the computer room.
up the computer room. As
See,
you do.
kids, back in the day, you would just have one
One
computer in the house that the whole family used. And it was in the computer room,
Yes.
which was just one of the spare bedrooms that we turned into a computer room.
Yeah.
That then became Riley's room when she was born.
You were, I guess I would have been 15, you were 13 or something like that. No Monopoly up there. It's great.
Yeah, we played Monopoly, and then I would also play Jeopardy on that computer.
Yeah.
And I remember I tried to play Prince of Persia, but I didn't know how to jump.
Yeah, it's gonna stay that way unless you tell me.
So I never made it past the first hole over and over.
That's cute.
I kept hitting a different key every time I'd get it up to it and then fall in. Never figured it out.
What is Dwight doing right now? Dwight's just being Dwight. He's in Charleston. He was in the hospital for a little bit with some illness, but he's back on the streets. On the streets of South Charleston.
He's doing much better.
He's doing great.
He's doing much
He just
better.
texted me actually this evening. He told me he tried blueberry Cheerios for the first time.
Oh,
He said, "This is Dwight's review. I just tried blueberry Cheerios. It tastes like it drove past a blueberry patch while spotlighting deer." That's Dwight's review of that. Everybody tweet at Dwight Slappy, SLAPPE. Tell him you need more content.
mm-hmm.
Tell him to make content.
We all need more.
I've been
Dwight.
trying to get more of our friends that we grew up with to make stuff like Michael Beckster making Ask the Ascot. That's his like. Michael Beck was our friend from college who I based Taco's voice on randomly,
Mhm.
and he has a podcast. He's a history professor and educational professional, but he does this podcast called Ask the Ascot, where he answers people's questions, and like it's really cute. It's 10 minutes long. If you want something fun to listen to, get Ask the Ascot because it's great. It's short. You gotta love that. It's funny and kind-hearted, and it's great. Just start anywhere and listen to it. It's great.
Yeah,
Michael
highly
Show.
recommend it.
The number of people on this stream is just going up, and it's weird. There's so many people watching right now.
I guess it's this movie.
Power of Hobbs and Shaw. Go tweet about this. Or if you don't want to tweet about this, go to MaxFunDrive.org/join. This is a MaxFunDrive stream. Look at that. Yes. If you want to catch up with this movie, you can use this timer or just fast forward to the place where Hobbs and Shaw are punching people. And that is where we are at.
The
currently.
place where Hobbs and Shaw are punching people.
If you see Hobbs and Shaw punching people, you're in the right place.
I bet there are going to be a lot of places like that, though.
Yeah, Sid, there are, sweetie. That's why I made that fun joke.
Now I take you to school. Oh, he is. Okay. He is a Terminator.
He's not a Terminator. He's got.
He just did a computer thing with his eyes where they turned red like lenses of a camera, and data appeared.
He's got like nano machines or something, I think.
He's a Terminator.
Okay, I don't want to. Terminators are robots, cyborgs rather, and he's not that.
He's clearly got technology embedded into him.
RoboCop had that, but he's not a Terminator, is he? He's RoboCop. He's technology embedded into him, so is your dad. Your dad's not a Terminator.
I don't think like knee replacements are the same as having. Look at that! Look, he got a trajectory alert.
Yes, he's a super soldier, and he knows Shaw. Thank you, Sarah. Sarah's keeping the updates coming. RoboCop ain't real. That's a great point, Cameron. RoboCop ain't real.
Terminator.
RoboCop ain't real. RoboCop ain't real. Paul Blart Mall Cop 2, y'all. I'd rather be watching that. No, this movie was sad. Vanessa Kirby's just running through the streets. Hattie. Oh, they both got guns and they're pointing them at each other. But
now the Terminator's in there.
He's not a Terminator, Sydney.
I'm sorry, he's a Terminator.
You sound like a buffoon. You're running for office and you're making yourself sound like a buffoon.
He's a Terminator.
He's absolutely not a Terminator.
But he's not as advanced as Terminator 2, because Terminator 2 could turn into a puddle of silver.
Why do they...
Was there a scarier moment than in Terminator 2 when he starts running after them and can catch up? I remember seeing that movie as a kid and being like, I'm terrified forever.
I love when movies like this include the lyrics to the soundtrack songs in the closed caption, because these are not songs where you were meant to be reading the lyrics of them. Hit you with the force like Skywalker, I think was a...
Look, he's calculating.
I'm drinking too
like
fast.
Terminator.
Too furious.
Slow down.
Slow down.
Is Travis here with us?
No, Travis not here.
Everybody's saying hi to Travis.
Someone asked us if we have interest in a Plenty. We actually have had that beer. A friend brought them to our show in Boston, I think it was, right? And we've got a mail.
Do you remember the first time we got them? Plenty of the Elders? Someone shipped us 2 big bottles of Plenty of the Elder when I was nearing the end of my pregnancy with Charlie. And so we put them in the fridge and saved them until after Charlie was born. And that was our celebratory beer after our week in the NICU. We got home, we got pizza. We sat there on the couch with our little baby.
Honey, baby.
And had a glass of Plenty of the Elder. And it was delicious. It was worth the wait.
Oh, Travis is in the chat. Hi, Travis.
Travis is here.
Okay.
If I said that, you denied your brother.
I thought I would never.
Sorry, Travis.
I would never Cool cars, cool motorcycles. What's not to like? Hunky dudes, bibs. This movie's got everything. He's just, oh my God. God, that was brutal. He was hanging a dude out. They drove past a column. Do you think these people appreciated being in a foreign country? Do you know how much I'd love to be in a country that wasn't America right now? You know what I wouldn't do? I would love to travel.
We're too close to the primary.
International. I know, but like, I just love to go anywhere. Anyway.
Hi, Travis. We love you too.
Hi, Travis. I hope you're doing well. Slow-mo slide under the truck, pops right back up, no problem. Hobbs and Shaw.
So, is he a super soldier like Captain America?
If I remember correctly, it's more technical than chemical in nature. Why are you watching this? Because it beats ass.
Justin told me to.
Did we see my button?
This is the only thing Justin gets to tell me what to do. He gets to tell me when we have to watch these.
I'm trying to beauty blogger
It's
this.
the only
See if
control
this
he
works.
has.
No. Travis, it's not working. It's cool though. Sydnee's button for her campaign.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool. If you wonder what I'm wearing, it's not.
That's a good point. Also because of the MaxFunDrive. That's the other reason you're watching this.
Yes, thank you. The person asked why they were watching
Cena
it.
knows best. Not Cena knows best.
John Cena knows best.
Although maybe.
Do you really want to taste it? Yeah, watching this is MaxFunDrive, MaxFunFun.org/join.
Your hand isn't close enough to the camera, is what
I'll try it again.
that's what Travis said.
It's not working, Travis. You're being okay. Wait, see, it's not.
You gotta get the whole thing closer so that we're not part of it. This is the best
This is
content.
as good as I can get.
This is the best content we've ever created. I'm so proud of this moment.
Shut up, Travis.
Cover both your faces. Maybe if we do. Now can you see?
Okay, now he's not helping my anti-Terminator case by calling Idris Elba a T1 assassin.
I told you, Terminator. So she still has a virus in her? Yes, I am running for office.
Yes. He's running for the House of Delegates, which is like our
Assembly. I think in most states it's called an assembly.
Really?
Mhm.
Huh.
Yes, I got an endorsement for a run for something, and I had to edit it because it said for West Virginia Assembly, and there is no West Virginia Assembly.
Interesting.
So,
Yes.
but I think in most states that's what it's called.
Now, we do not know who the director is, I don't think.
Oh, what? This?
The director he's talking to. That's like
Oh,
the big
no.
bad.
He's also working with DSS with Hobbs.
Hobbs, where is she? They're formidable.
Small fight. I'll eliminate the two of them. Get the asset back ASAP.
You get the girl, extract
The state bird of West Virginia is the cardinal. Thank you, West Virginia history. And do I have a favorite video game? Like of all time. I mean, I'll be honest, I play Roblox with the girls sometimes now. That's the only game I play currently. Because they love that. But
What nations?
I mean, the game that I always loved was Ocarina of Time. Taylor and I went through that whole thing trying to like we played the whole thing together and then went through it with a perfect guide to try to get like all the scapulas. Scapulas. Scapulas, that's what I'm saying.
Sydney and I we do a lot of like mystery things, like Mysterious Package Company does some like mailers that we do. They have a monthly subscription thing and some Honey Killer and other stuff like that. Not really a video game, but kind of similar.
Yeah, I mean, like I've gotten into. I mean, you know, I played GoldenEye, in Mario Kart and those games. I think those are always fun, but we don't do a lot of that these days.
Moss, we're talking about the character of the director rather than the actual director. Although, thank you for the insight. Have you ever played The Room on your phone? Actually, Carlos, excellent taste. Sydney and I have played The Room.
Mm-hmm.
Love you.
All three of them, I think. There's probably more by this point. But
I do like that.
is it true that Take Me Home Country Roads is not about West Virginia, but regular Virginia? It is true.
Yeah.
West Virginia fit the meter better, but it's still wild when you go to like, we did our honeymoon in Europe, well, the UK and,
Yeah, we're in the UK.
and Ireland, and hearing people play it there, like at clubs and stuff as well.
When
We were like little mini celebrities when we told people we're from West
when
Virginia.
I was in college, I was in Germany in Munich, and at the Hofbrau House, they started playing it. And so my two friends and I, all from West Virginia, jumped up, yelling, "That's us! That's us! We're from West Virginia!" And we were like the stars of, I don't know, probably like 20 minutes. It felt like the whole night because it was a long time ago, but probably for about 20 minutes we got some attention.
You said the virus is programmable. So reprogram it. I can't reprogram it in a host. Just tell us how it's going to stay out. Well,
Justin, do you want to post pics of your haircut from different angles because I want it? Sure, or you can. Sydney has done it forever.
No, I didn't do it this last time.
Not this was last time, but it's mainly up here. I mean, the
person
sides
who
you can
does
tell
mine
how
did.
you can tell them how you do the sides.
It's a fade. Now I usually do it shorter on the bottom.
Well, it's grown a little bit, but
It's like a 2 and a 1
with 0.
and a 0 here at the bottom. And it's taken me a really long time to figure out how to do that with like smooth transitions.
She just clips this up like this. You can see the line right here.
Yeah.
And then does 0,
Yeah, I
1,
use
2.
the little clippies to get all the top up like this, and then do the fades on the sides. Do it all over with the 2 and then have my lines for the other ones. And then the top. This is why Justin has benefited from going to a professional, because the top looks so good and I can't do that. That's the artistry, right? Like you can watch a YouTube video and like do some of the, the electric razor kind of cuts and stuff. But like when it comes to the shaping,
I
why
just
you
wanted
need a
the
professional.
I wanted the David Lynch. I
that's
didn't
why they're
want.
professionals.
I wanted not Gordon, not David Lynch on Twin Peaks, but David Lynch directing Twin Peaks. David Lynch in like his 70s. That's the haircut I want. I wish this was messier, but I don't know.
I'm still waiting for when you're ready for more of a pompadour up here. Just a little
Pompadours,
bit more. A little
honestly,
bit more.
I've tried it, but it's like too much
It looks
work
good.
to maintain. I don't want to be
But
one
it
of
looks
those.
good.
It does look good, but I don't want to be one of these people that's like, don't touch my hair, or like, oh no, it's raining. My beautiful hair, my incredible hair.
You can tell I'm not that person. Sometimes mom says I have doctor hair, and I say, what does that mean? And she goes, like it always looks clean and kempt.
Kempt?
And what she means is like I don't style it or brush it enough.
Sometimes you'll do.
But it's always clean.
It looks nice when you do the straightener sometimes.
Yeah, I'll take a straightener to try to tip the ends the way they're supposed to. Once it's humid, they just kind of go.
Rick Diggins. I'm wearing my Rick Diggins socks tonight. I don't know if they still sell these at Dimension 20, but
I just took off my Doctor Who socks that I was wearing. But my feet were hot.
The regular back channels aren't gonna work this time. You're gonna have to do it.
Yeah, if you never watched Tiny Ice on Dimension 20, it's very good.
We'll be flying commercial. Commercial, we're gonna get spotted too easy.
You're making a lot of dreams right now. I'm sure you're showing your footies. I'm happy I could oblige.
This is probably the only thing that's gonna fit. Good luck, Smurf. And that's one of my old ones. I apologize in advance if it's a little loose around the balls.
He says, I apologize in advance if it's a little loose around the balls because the size of your balls dictates your masculinity. I don't know if you knew this. It's science fact.
Just ask Tucker Carlson. I'm sure he would agree.
Oh, yeah, they're dressing him in costumes. Thanks. Tough.
Freelance architect.
He's a freelance architect, avid mountain climber, part-time ski instructor.
Yeah. Don't like a Oxmoor.
I have to know.
Mike Oxmall,
Oh,
because your
Good luck, Michael.
wiener size dictates your masculinity. Everybody knows that.
It's not small. And my name's Michael. Whatever it is, it's gonna involve numbers left in the body cavity such. It's not.
Hands on your head, up small.
does he make it through? Oh, she's already like taking her wig off.
Who's gonna slow us down? Couple is off the best now.
So she. Okay, so she is sick. So why? Okay, do we know why? So she has the virus in her body, but she says it's going to kill her, but she's not sick.
And I still have that.
Is she a carrier?
Yeah, she's like a carrier.
Is that what the deal is?
And maybe on a time thing too, like
Oh,
after
it's
so
like a-
much time, she gets sick.
You're gonna be okay. Gonna make this work. That's what we do. That's what we do.
Justin, what's it like to be the most masculine brother? I mean,
It's reality.
I don't know what that masculinity means, but
virus is like a container in her hand. I think.
Oh, it's like a little pill.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
I love that idea. Just running around carrying it.
If you're out
carry
of
her
out of the three of us, who do you think is the most traditionally masculine and those like weird? That's
Do
what I'm
you really
saying.
want
I'm
me
saying
to-
traditionally. I don't care. I mean, what do I care? I don't care.
I don't know.
See, I'd say Travis because he was
Me.
like, yeah, it's not wrong. The timer is the timestamp for the movie, right? Yes. We are currently at 51 minutes and 14 seconds, which is traditionally the time that everyone should go to MaxFunDrive.org/join and pledge $5 to network or $10 or $20 if you can. We are completely pledge funded by you. Well, yeah, that's not completely, but we don't have to rely on those because we rely on you, our beloved listeners. We host a show called Sawbones, which is very different from this. But we're only able to do it because of donations from you.
Yes.
It's how we pay for our house and our kids and their clothes. And
We'll
food.
pay for the things for them.
Yeah, you don't actually make payments on kids.
I did have to pay the hospital when they were born.
It's true. They won't let them go until you pay.
That's not true. They let us leave.
I know. I was surprised you agreed with me.
No.
So if you could do
I
that,
was distracted by the airplane. The Rock is on the plane.
you can also boost. You just add a few bucks to your current level if you want. That counts towards our goal too. And if you can't do that, if you could, I know we have 480 people in here. If you could just like tweet about the MaxFunDrive, use that link, maxfunfund.org/join. Maybe use the hashtag MaxFunDrive. That would be great. We'd really appreciate it. Anything you can do to help us get the word out. And there's great gifts beyond $5. There's like a membership card. We have patches this year that are super cool. What else? There's a creativity kit with like modeling clay and things like that.
All kinds
There's
of fun stuff.
yeah, it's great. Go check it all out. maxfunfund.org/join.
Ace asked how many hours a week I still work as an MD. Is it work if it's volunteer?
I think
Does
so.
that work? I still do a lot of inpatient work in the hospital here, where I lead like a team of residents and students and take care of people in the hospital. But the majority of my medical time now is spent at Harmony House doing volunteer medical care at least 2 days a week, and then more as I can. I mean, it's really dependent. Cooper's not in school yet, so we jointly take care of her. But that is the majority of my medical care that I provide these days. I'm also on call 24/7 during the pandemic, we've set up this isolation and quarantine shelter here for people who are unsheltered but either have COVID or have been exposed to COVID or are medically at higher risk. You don't look very interested in this.
It was a great scene. I just love this film. I know about what you do with your life. What would I be? I mean, I think it's fascinating.
I don't know, and I think that like by American standards, it's like I don't work, but by my standards, I am rewarded heartily for it. So that's what I do most of the time.
And I podcast.
See, you woke up the air marshal.
I need another drink. You good or you want more?
I'm okay right now.
Get ready.
Let's just call that an educated guess.
Yeah, he's there. Kevin Hart. Of course, Kevin Hart's there. Some challenging opinions that guy has. Challenging opinions, Kevin Hart.
Mhm.
Every passenger that's got over here, you can check it out. You're wrong. And you just almighty pain. You're fine. But I get it, we all big guys. The three of us.
What are you guys saying? Justin says I need to watch this scene, but I don't really want to watch this scene.
Which don't know who bitch we go through 4 times.
They're just gonna drive some cars later and then fight.
I'm doing the same thing. Slinging the whip. Clanging and banging. What you want to? Patio.
Raising children is a full-time job. I'm very lucky. Justin and I share that job, and then my parents live down the street from us, so they contribute a great deal. And then Clint and Carol aren't far away, so we're very lucky to have lots of support. Do you want me to ask?
I'm just curious. I don't want them to feel like we didn't know because I figured they could hear the toilet.
Where did you find this program? What app or what streaming service?
iTunes, Apple TV.
Apple TV. Somebody asked. I was just clarifying it. I guess it is on Apple TV. Yeah, they heard the toilet. Yes, lots of yep, yeses, yeah,
Okay.
yep.
I know. That's part of it.
It's a very loud. That's fun.
This whole tree that you guys
They thought it was intentional. No.
It was. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, it was intentional. You wanted people to
I mean, there's
hear you
really- I
flush.
can't get quiet.
No, it's a very loud toilet. Like Cooper insists on running out of the room before flushing. Oh, and the ice machine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lucky our kids are heavy sleepers. Oh, good. All you need to know about the scene is Kevin Hart is trying to join their team and said he can get them transportation if they need it. Thank you so much for breaking that down. Do y'all like Wendy's? Ronan wants to know.
What did I miss?
Justin, do I like Wendy's?
What did I miss?
Do you want to talk about my love for Wendy's?
Not this channel.
No. I love Wendy's. I love Wendy's because they got the JBC, the Junior Bacon Cheeseburger. Anytime we're on the road and Justin says, "Where should we stop for lunch?"
Only Wendy's. I don't know why I asked.
I mean, I will stop other places. I love Wendy's. Girls love their chicken nuggets. They have salads, but that's hard to eat on the road. I usually am the one driving. I like driving, so Justin can get us that one. If I gotta get something like him.
Steals from Russian mobsters. That's right. He steals from everyone. He's got a left thing.
What is this place with the?
Russian mobster. I don't know
Were
who they
those?
are.
I was only sort of watching out of the corner of my eye. Were those like, was that torture or were those like sex things?
They were stealing from Russian mobsters. Now they're making out because they just met. Sarah, where am I recognizing Vanessa Kirby from? I feel like it's something really obvious that I know that I've seen her a million times, but
Everybody's really enjoying you.
I'm really sorry, guys. I was
That
hungry and I wanted some
celery.
celery.
Mexican pizza at Taco Bell, yes, please. I'm
Coming back.
so glad that's coming back. I
I know.
love that. I love that. That was always my go-to.
The Crown. No,
Do you have other thoughts on Our Flag Means Death?
it's good. It's basically like a guitar. It's good.
It's very good. I wasn't convinced at first. We watched the first couple episodes and I was
It's a
like,
slow-
I'm not
it's a slow
sure.
start.
I'm not sure. But we did the same thing with Schitt's Creek. We watched the beginning and we were like, I don't know. People were like, stick with it. And then we were so glad we did. So,
Doctor Who.
yeah.
Yeah, we do that sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm glad we
I
powered
loved it
through
by the end.
I'm glad we
I'm
powered through.
very hopeful that it will have a second season. Really touched me. Almost made me cry.
So now the only question is how do we need to instill it all?
Oh, I can handle that part.
Plain celery is great. I love to eat plain celery. I just eat it. I ask Sydney. I eat it by the pound. Cooper tries to prank me sometimes.
The timer is where we are in the movie.
Yeah, that's where we're at. Whenever Sydney is at home with Cooper and I'm working, they will routinely, at least once a day, come downstairs with celery that has been pranked in some form. Last time it was color, and I can't notice the prank, by the way. I just have to eat the prank. So 2 days ago, it was wrapped in tape, masking tape.
Scotch tape.
Scotch tape, and sometimes it's got mayonnaise in it. I told the story about the mayonnaise Oreo.
We took a sugar snap pea and filled it, like made a little incision, filled it with mayonnaise, sealed it back up.
It's very obvious that's what had happened. Most of the pranks are
pretty
mayonnaise. Mayonnaise. Yes, but like I know if you come down with a single sugar snap pea and say, quote, we thought you could use some fuel, like I know it's gonna be filled with mayonnaise. Like I just know that.
As people pointed out, mayonnaise is not that bad with these things. Justin just hates mayonnaise. He just like has like a
I cannot.
visceral reaction to mayonnaise.
It's my second least favorite food after French cut green beans. Mayonnaise. Yeah. Then olives.
I'm fine on mayonnaise. I have no problem with mayonnaise.
We both hate olives though.
Oh, yes, this is true.
Up top.
We don't.
What was that? That was so bad. You're trying to do it in the camera.
Yeah, we don't like olives, but I like mayonnaise.
Aioli though. Aioli I'm alright with. Isn't
Yeah.
that perverse? I'm fine with aioli. It's like raw cheese and melted cheese. I'm fine with melted cheese. I don't fuck with raw cheese. I like aioli,
If
don't like
you
mayo.
don't like olives, that's great. More for you. Less for me.
Yeah.
More for you.
It's very little. And Sydney and I also, I think, dislike olives more because it is so rare that we agree on something.
Mhm.
Don't you think? It's like heightened the experience.
We're very different.
Oh, I don't know how we make it work. We're important. We're the same in the ways that are important and different in literally everything.
Well, we have a lot to talk about because we
It's true.
have so many different opinions on
We both like
other things.
we both like solving puzzles. I think culturally, like that's one of the few things that we both like. We both like Jimmy Buffett. There's things.
There are a lot. I mean, if you want to start getting into media, there's a lot of media we both enjoy.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. It doesn't bother me that we're different. I like that we're different. Sarah, the concept of mayo is mayonnaise. Is you get oil and eggs and you whip them together. That's mayo. Oh no. Now I got stuck in my teeth. I can't go floss. I'm streaming.
Well, and you can't just pick that out on camera.
Would never. Not in a million years. She didn't need to say that.
Well, I'm just, you never know. Sometimes Justin flosses in the car.
Hi, Justin. I looked into Ask the Ascot, and the voice is so good. Thank you. It is a good voice. We all, Sydney and I both do Michael Beck impressions just because he's such a distinct individual.
We did long before Taco. That was like a thing that, I mean, our whole friend
Sydney,
group.
it's me, Michael Beck. Sounds like Fred Gwynn sometimes. It's great.
He's also one of the few people in my life that I refer to, not just when I'm talking about him, but to him by his full name.
Michael Beck.
Michael Beck.
Yeah, I don't call
It's good to see you, Michael Beck. Oh, Michael Beck. Like,
I would only call him Michael if I was angry at him. He's just Michael Beck.
yes. That is
But check out his podcast, Ask the Ascot. It's very good.
Timer set for 45 minutes. We get in and go.
Good luck, Blair.
Right. Those guys have to be alive. Because at the end of the hallway, the retinal scanner needs a match to open the door.
Frozen grapes. Yeah, I can get into frozen grapes. Where did you get the sweet t-shirt? I don't know how you say the name of the company. It's spelled like, I think it's RSVLT. Like, I don't know if they're going for like, let me see. I'm sorry. Yeah, rsvlts.com, which I don't know. You probably can pronounce that word in a certain way, but I don't want to embarrass myself. Oh, this is good, Sid. Watch this. You're really going to see some impressive martial arts. Are you old enough to remember when Jason Statham first started doing martial arts and we only knew him from Snatch? It was like, whoa, that guy from Snatch does martial arts in Squad.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, thanks, Brent. Thanks for coming. Happy birthday, Luke. Opinions on boba kind of grosses me out a little bit. I don't really mess with boba.
Yeah, it's a textural thing for me. I guess we agree on that too. There's something about it. I'm graduating college Saturday. Do you have tips for the ceremony? Just like enjoy it.
Here's my tip. Dude, don't go.
Go.
You've done
just
enough
like
boring
have fun,
stuff. You don't have to
enjoy
go.
it, relax. Like you don't have to do hijinks if you don't want to. If you want to do hijinks, you can do. Well, people who like, I don't know.
Go on. You open the door, walk through it.
I don't want to say any college hijinks. I want to give anybody some ideas.
What, like stealing the opposing football team's goat mascot? What are you talking about? Disassembling the dean's car and putting it back on the roof? Like, what do you mean?
Just that
What
you don't have
hijinks?
to do hijinks. You can just have fun.
What hijinks?
Just relax.
Say
and
it.
have a good time.
Say it. What
Right.
hijinks?
I don't want to say anything bad. But write a dirty word on your mortar board.
I don't think they let you do the graduation if you have a dirty word on your mortarboard.
No, don't get too drunk beforehand. That's a good tip. I also don't know what time your graduation is, but like here, graduation starts at like 9 a.m. So
Wear comfortable
relax and
shoes.
have fun after. Yeah, that's a good tip.
Don't go. Thanks,
Don't
Babs.
go.
Love
You
you
can go
too.
if you want to go.
I didn't go. Look, I will turn out okay.
No, it's fine if you don't want to go. It's fine if you do want to go. There's no, sometimes wanting to participate in those sort of like, signpost of life events is seen as kind of nerdy, but if you like it, you like it. I liked it.
Jillian wants to know if we're getting new episodes of Taste of Luxury. I mean, not anytime soon. The thing with Taste of Luxury is we made, it's okay to talk about this now. We made Taste of Luxury for FXX. They had this late night like variety kind of thing called Cake. They may still have it actually. I think they still have it. They had some cool stuff on there. But they didn't end up picking up Taste of Luxury because it's weird. And so we got the rights back from them and put it on YouTube. But they paid for the production of it. So we have to get some money back together to do that because it's a high touch, a high class, high touch affair. If you have not watched Taste of Luxury, by the way, it's on our YouTube. It's good, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love Taste of Luxury. Yeah, I think it's very good. I would highly recommend it. I think at some point, if you all wanted to do more, that would be great.
Can I have your Josie and the Pussycats vinyl? No.
But I like it.
Yeah, you can have it.
I don't want to give it away. Do you need it?
You know, I don't know what happened to the smoking jackets from that show. I do. The last episode we filmed was Hunting Humans for Sport. I think they got so ruined.
Oh,
In that rolling around in the mud, we trashed them.
Oh, here we go.
This facility's gonna explode in like 30 minutes.
Mm.
Now he's shocking the two of these big beefy boys. It must have been hard for them to act opposite each other about getting shocked. I bet they're very competitive about who actually gets shocked the most.
I bet they had to keep dialing it back. They had to keep saying, cut, that's too much.
I've not been to Salt and Straw. They opened one in Disney Springs, I know, on, I think, the 21st or 20th. They opened one very recently. We have gotten their stuff delivered before. Every once in a while, they do cereal flavors. They're delicious. Absolutely delicious. Oh, thanks for coming, Sydney.
I wasn't there.
Different Sydney.
I know, I'm just joking. Justin, who would you most like to hunt you?
I would actually not like to be hunted. It would be stressful. That was an easy question. Ask me another. What's a Salt and Straw? They make like upscale ice cream, I guess you'd say. Fancy ice cream. It's very delicious.
Who does the theme for Sawbones? Taxpayers.
Yep.
That's the band.
Taxpayers, interestingly
Not like
enough,
all taxpayers.
I originally found the Taxpayers music on a Creative Commons website that is no longer operational. So we used their song through the Creative Commons license. But after we'd used it for so many years and you all had donated at MaximumFun.org/join, we like reached back out to them and said, hey, like we're using this under a Creative Commons license, but you know, we make money from this show at this point and we'd really like to give you some money. So we were like pay them, and they weren't even expecting it. I don't even know if they were like making music at the time.
I thought the band had or like it was at least different. Some people had left the band.
Yeah,
or
but regardless, because of your generosity, we were able to like reach out to these cats that like were not expecting it, and not donate to them, pay them for using the song in this show that we made money on. So that was really cool. I mean, we weren't stealing anything. Like I said, they posted it with Creative Commons, but like we thought it'd be nice. Like we're making money off the show. You should make money off the show because we use your song for so long.
That's the way it should work.
Yep. I found that song by searching that Creative Commons license, which I think was Vimeo. I searched medicine because we were doing a medical
That's literally
podcast.
how we found it.
It was literally the first thing that popped up.
Medicine.
Yep. Great.
They're still getting shocked somehow.
I get it. We're still mad. You're upset because, hey, you wouldn't turn. They must be coming to you. Of course, it had to because you.
They wouldn't turn. He tried to recruit them to the bad guys team.
Oh, so they got shocked more.
What I realize now that I did not realize then is that when you shot me, you gave me a kick. Look at me. I'm like Superman. Bulletproof, new spine, and the more machine I become, the more humane I am. This is what you want to fight for. I'm giving you another chance to join us.
So he's going to become more machine?
If not, I'll chew you up. Which honestly, I forgot to do. You know, Etion, you know.
So he's going to become more machine?
He's trying to.
Is this like the Cybermen?
Yes, he's basically like the Cyberman. It's like early
Okay,
Cyberman.
so it's not like Terminator, it's like Cybermen.
Yes. Oh man. Ugh.
What?
Stink bug.
I didn't even see it.
Yeah, sometimes you don't see them. Sometimes they just go for it. You got stink bugs? Oh, the worst. They just pop up and they're like, "What's going on? Do you want some stink?" And you can try to say no, but they only speak bug, and then they just absolutely stink you out. I'm gonna go put on a t-shirt. Is that okay?
Mhm.
Can you watch them for a little bit?
Can I watch them?
Be
Have
good.
you seen Turning Red? Yes. We really enjoyed Turning Red. Charlie and Cooper loved it. We've watched it a couple times. They're still firmly in like Encanto is very much like that rules our household still. Whether we're watching the movie over and over again or listening to the soundtrack over and over again, they did love Turning Red, but the music takes us back to Encanto. Charlie and Cooper are doing great. They're both asleep in bed because it's 10:20 and they're little. They had a great day. They had dance class. Cooper's all about making up stories about things that didn't happen, and we know they didn't happen because she talks about being at school and she's not in school. So she'll be like, "I was at school and Braxton called me a macaroni face," and it's like, you don't go to school. There is no Braxton. No one called you macaroni face. I just go, man, sucks. That Braxton.
Stay calm. We need to rely.
Yeah, the Encanto song "Surface Pressure" was hard on me. I felt personally attacked by that song. It's excellent though. Obviously, the music is excellent.
Sorry.
Cooper is 4. Charlie is 7. Charlie is in first grade, and I was actually just talking to her teacher this evening. There was like a book swap in the gym at the school. You donate books and then get other books back. And we were there to, swap books. And Charlie is, she said, the diplomat of the class. She breaks up fights, and Charlie says she's a peacemaker. That's how she calls herself the peacemaker. She goes, when people are fighting or disagreeing, I like to be the peacemaker. So she says, I go and I settle disagreements and tell everybody, it's okay, we can agree to disagree. Let's be friends. Let's not fight. So she's doing great. You're asking about Charlie Cooper.
Oh yeah. Talking about the Fight Club.
Yeah, I talked about it on Still Buffering, but so Charlie told me that she had signed up for a wrestling club at school. And I said, what do you mean a wrestling club? She said, well, just like some kids had signed up for this wrestling club. And then I decided to unsign up, but they wouldn't let me. And I was like, who was holding up? What do you mean you signed up for the wrestling club? Where did this? Was it the teacher? No, Olivia decided to have us all sign up.
The teacher was hosting a wrestling club?
Well, I couldn't. She was calling it the wrestling club, and I thought she signed up for a club, but it was really what I finally figured out, because she said it didn't have to be wrestling. It could be like, you know how I do Taekwondo, or like other kids do other martial arts or other fighting. Like it could be any of that, and you would just fight on the playground. And I said, so you signed up for a fight club.
It's mixed martial arts.
Fight club. And she said, but then I thought, I don't want to fight people. So then I tried to unsign up, and they said, no, you have to fight. And so when they started the first fight, I went out in the middle of them and said, everyone stop. Everyone is good, because it was a boys versus girls thing. That was the other part of it. Everyone's good, and all genders are equally good, and we need to stop. I said, did they stop? And she said, well, they didn't fight, but they didn't agree with me. I wanted to say, so they thought you were a nerd. But they didn't fight, so she did break up the fight. She's a peacemaker.
The facility's going to explode, and it's going to kill Hobbs and Shaw. They died at this point.
No, they don't.
No. Hobbs and Shaw do not die at this point.
Did I look worried?
You look worried. I just say because you look worried. Hobbs and Shaw do not die. You're not worried. It's my Peter Falk from Princess Bride.
Mm-hmm.
Here's my Peter Falk from Columbo. Ah! Just one more thing. Before I just one more thing. Here's from Mikey and Nikki.
No, there's more.
You're gonna take it. Listen to me, Nikki. You're gonna take this pill. And he shows the trying to think of other Peter Falks. No, those are my 3 Peter Falks.
Maybe you'll develop some more.
Not at this point.
Are Charlie and Cooper showing signs of being science nerds or theater geeks? Charlie doesn't like. Charlie gets kind of. She doesn't like blood and stuff. Like blood and guts kind of freaks her out. Cooper is sort of on the opposite end of the spectrum.
Cooper's a weird
Maybe
kid.
to a concerning
Cooper-
extent.
Cooper drew a picture, and it was like a face with a circle in the mouth. And I said, "What is that?" And she said, "She's throwing up her skin." She's throwing up her skin? Here's Cooper's favorite shows. Twilight Zone. Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Mm-hmm.
Greatest American Hero. That one's on me, sorry.
Those are the big things she's watching. I mean,
Those are the big
she'll watch some Bluey.
Yeah.
True Blood.
True Blood. We're not good parents. We try our best.
No, we didn't let her watch. I don't know. She kept asking to watch more shows with vampires. She wanted more vampire stuff. I tried Twilight, and she was like, it wasn't enough like eating people. She said, "Are they gonna eat that guy? Is he gonna eat somebody? Do they eat someone? When does she eat someone?" And I just finally said, "Never mind. I guess they don't eat a lot of people."
We were playing this. We had these like cards that you read at dinner, and they're like questions, right? So you like read the question cards, and they go around the table, and everybody answers. And one of the questions tonight was, if you could replace the water in the school drinking fountains with anything, what would it be? And Sydney, you said Diet Dr. Pepper.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie said, I don't know, what did Charlie
Blue
say?
slushy.
Blue slushy. I said water, because if I want water, I want water. And you know what Cooper said? People.
Cooper really, they're both in summer theater this year, the outdoor theater. And there's like a kids pre-show where they do Physical Junior, and they're both in that. Cooper is definitely more excited about being on stage in front of people than Charlie. Charlie's she wants to do it. We in no way made, this is a lot of work on our part. We in no way made them do this. They very much want to do this. So we are supportive if they want to do it. But Charlie is very nervous about the idea of being on stage. Whereas Cooper is like, get me on that stage. I don't need lines. You don't need to tell me what to say. I'll make it up. I'll make up my own songs. I'll choreograph it. I'll direct it. I'll cast it. Just get out of my way. Charlie's nervous, so I'm sure she will do a great job. She has practiced her one line 100 million times, and the show's not till June. So.
Yes, we finished our Flagman's death last night. What's going on there?
I'm just getting text messages.
What are you doing?
Everything was okay.
What are you doing here?
Riley was texting me. Here's like an Encanto sing along.
I'm gonna go.
It's Well, you have to go places though.
Ugh.
Is there anywhere even close?
You guys seen Encanto?
We were talking about. Well, I was talking about Encanto.
You should correct your name. No, lower. Lower. Encanto's good.
Sorry about that. This thing.
Well, there goes option 2.
Mm.
Maybe supposed
Oh, stop it.
Someone said, "I'm sorry about your little jumble." Yeah, that's the best. That was the best thing that Cooper's ever said.
Charlie's shows of choice are more like, I would say, on par with what you'd expect for her age.
No, the one weird show she does like is Curse of Oak Island.
She does like Curse of Oak Island.
She'll watch Curse of Oak Island with me whenever I watch it.
Yeah.
That could just be one of those like I want to hang out with Daddy.
But she generally watches like Teen Titans Go and
A lot.
Loud
That's got to be
House.
their number one.
Teen Titans Go. And
Teen
Loud
Titans
House,
Go, they
yeah.
watch basically constantly, which is great. I love Teen Titans Go. Sydney's not as big of a fan, but I love it.
I like it. I've seen it all over and over and over again, so I'm over it.
Yeah.
We are doing this stream, by the way, to commemorate the Maximum Fun Drive that has just begun yesterday.
You say to commemorate it.
Is that wrong?
Well, it just sounds like it's.
You need more to drink. Do you want me? Can I do the pitch while you get more? Or do you
Yeah, I'll
want me
go
to
get more drink. You do your pitch.
I was gonna make popcorn, but I feel like that's a bad.
That'll be so loud.
So weird. Yeah, I'll make
Do
it
you want,
after.
will you tell everybody what you put on the popcorn?
Bring it back when you come, so I can
Okay,
show everybody because it's a joke. Don't bring all of it. It's too embarrassing. So the Maximum Fun Drive, this is a pledge-funded network, which means although we have the occasional ad, the main way we make money is because you donate to our shows. They're going to Samoa, Sid. So you know, I don't actually remember why, Sarah. But this is a pledge-funded network, which means that we rely on listeners and people who enjoy our stuff to help us make it. If you go to MaximumFun.org/join, you can pledge money to the network. 70% of that goes to shows that you listen to. Actually, I don't think that number's right anymore. It's something like that. The vast majority goes to shows you listen to. And a much smaller fraction helps to keep the Maximum Fun network going because they help us like sell ads and they help us produce our shows and all that good stuff. And we would not be able to keep making our shows if it weren't for your support. So if you can take $5 a month and throw it our way, not only are you going to be supporting great content that you love, you're going to get some bonus content. There's 360 hours of bonus content now, 15 days of bonus content. It's wild. There's so much in there. And you get access to all of it. We've made Sawbones bonus episodes. We've made whatever. A bajillion different things. Sydney's back with my secret popcorn ingredient that I'm going to share with you now.
Man, pull it over here.
Yeah. Look at this. Right here. I ordered MSG off Amazon. They brought me 6 of these. So I've been sharing them with people.
It's so good.
Yeah, it's really good. If you have popcorn, you're having popcorn tonight, you got some of this, or it might be a little accent if it's just in your cabinet. It's good on everything.
It's good.
Pasta sauce, good on vegetables.
Yeah,
good
roasted
on meat,
vegetables,
good
whatever.
on, pretty much everything.
Once I learned how to roast vegetables, I just do
Flavorcol-
that with all the vegetables.
but
And
I use Flavorcol too. Flavorcol during the cooking, MSG after the cooking.
You know what comes next.
yeah, it's really good.
The Rock's family is punching him in the face.
Yes, sir. Yo, buddy. Your face. It's all on the bloody news, boy. You know what? Come here,
Salt and pepper is still good. It just MSG just takes it to that
After 25
next level.
Twin Peaks season 3 review. We watched it once. I feel like we would enjoy it more if we went back and watched it again. It's just hard because I know what David Lynch is going for with Twin Peaks. I get it, but like we really gravitate towards the characters and the story, the linear story of Twin Peaks and the characters. I think it,
Especially Dale Cooper.
yeah.
It's hard not to have him.
Like we partially named our daughter after Dale Cooper, and Betty Cooper as well.
Partially after.
Betty Cooper.
And
So it's
also
like
we just like
the characters are very important to us, and like I think the weight of when would Cooper show up, maybe just
Dougie.
and Dougie, yeah, that would kind of distracted us from what was going on the show because every episode just felt like this excruciating wait to get to the Dale Cooper parts. If I watched it again, I might enjoy it more, knowing how it sort of. But it, I mean, I don't know. That's my hot take. Have we watched Severance? I know that like a deceased spouse is a big plot line in that show. That kind of sounded like a bummer because I like mine, but I don't. Maybe it gets better. I don't know. I've heard good things from some people. JD said it was good.
I don't know what happened to us as we got older that sometimes if there's a loss as like the beginning, like the jumping off point of a show, it's hard for, I'd say that's true for both of us.
Yeah.
We just, I don't know what, I mean, this is pre-pandemic. It's not just COVID.
Oh, Brandon, listen, I'm right there. It's Ozark Eve over here, hotly anticipating the return of Ozark, a show that I never talk about because I don't know where it fits into my brand, but I love Ozark. The Smurls got me hooked on it, and I think I love that show. I love Ozark. Every Saturday when it's Ozark season, I wake up early, sneak in here, get a quick Ozark in. Y'all on that Ted Lasso train, you know us.
Oh
Ted
yeah.
Lasso.
The girls like Gravity Falls. Cooper likes Gravity Falls. Charlie gets a little freaked out sometimes, but likes it. I don't think we've shown Cooper Goosebumps though.
Okay,
We like it.
we have not seen Everything Everywhere All at Once. Why? Because it's only in theaters, as far as I know. And are you seeing this, by the way? Them working on his metal spine.
Terminator.
He's not. You're making me really mad.
He's a Cylon.
No, they're robots. He's a human with robot parts. It's a cyborg. Okay, so it's only in theaters. And if I'm going to be honest with you, it's hard for Sydney and I to find time to spend time together alone before the kids are asleep. And if we do that, we don't usually like to spend it in a theater. I really like going to the movies, but when I do, I'll take one of the kids or my dad or whatever. Because if Sydney and I have time to spend together, we like to go to dinner and go to have a drink, just like
Escape rooms. We do
escape rooms a lot. Just stuff where we're talking and communicating. We don't really go to the movies. Maybe once the girls are grown and we have a lot more free time, we'll go see more movies. We used to see more movies before they were born, but now, like, if we get time to ourselves, we'll just spend it in stuff where it's more
where I can talk. You can
where
say it.
Sydney can talk.
Where I can talk.
But I don't mind that. I feel more and more, and honestly, like, movies make me really anxious. Like sitting in a theater for 2 hours
It's just a lot of time.
makes me really
Even if the
anxious,
movie's
like-
really great, I get really aware of how much time.
Mhm.
I don't know.
If I'm going with the girls, I feel like I'm doing something, so it feels like productive. And I have a bad need to be productive all the time. So, I don't know.
What's the coolest escape room you think we've done?
Good question.
We did one of the hardest. The only one that we have never, knock on wood, we've never lost one.
15 at this point.
Mhm.
15 undefeated.
But the one that came closest, we finished with 4 seconds. Is that what?
7.
7 seconds. It was partially in complete darkness.
Yeah, it's in Huntington, actually, the Lost
Mhm.
Escape Room. It's called, I think it's just called In the Dark, right?
And it's
It starts like a Die Hard theme. Like you're in Nakatomi Plaza, and then you're in an elevator.
and then you have to escape the elevator, and then the lights go out. And
And you're in
it was incredibly
complete, like,
difficult.
cannot see absolutely anything. It's a
Mhm.
fascinating, it's actually kind of like a transcendent experience because, like, you're in this complete pitch black for long
Mhm.
enough that you start to get an idea of what the room looks like without seeing it at all. And it's really interesting because you see it with the lights on at the end. You can kind of get, like, establish a mental map or what have you. It's really It was really hard.
It was really hard. It was very difficult. Yeah, we usually do. I mean, we've done escape rooms with our family. With the kids have come with us to escape rooms.
It adds a layer of challenge.
It usually helps. Well, like Riley will come with us too, or my parents, or somebody else, so that like we can kind of take turns. Charlie gets into it. Cooper does to an extent, and then she'll kind of get bored on and off. So we can hand that off. But they really get into it. They have fun with it. But yeah, that's our date thing. We just do it with just the two of us.
There was a really good one that we did in Columbus that was like you had been like kidnapped is the idea, but you start handcuffed to a bed, like on.
It's like an old
casters.
rusty wire, probably not really rusty, wire bed frame. And you're handcuffed to it. So it moves with you.
Yeah, that was cool.
Mm-hmm.
That was hard.
We need to make it play by our rules.
That was very difficult.
Storm raging on the North Cliffs. We'll build a no man's land there, and if all else fails, that'll be our last stand. How many more we gotta do? Let's get bigger, brother.
Have you done any murder mystery dinners? We have done okay, so Sydnee and I used to, they don't do them anymore, but we used to.
Oh, I miss it.
I know. There's a place in Ohio, I think it's Hocking Hills around there, called Ravenswood Castle. And it is Google it right now. Pull up another tab, Google it. It's a castle in the middle of Ohio for no real reason. I think it was built in the 90s, 80s or 90s.
90s, I think.
It's fairly recent. And it's a castle where you can stay. It's like a B&B. And you can stay there. And there's a group called Shadow Stalkers that used to do these weekend-long murder mysteries. You check in on a Friday night, have dinner.
And you can stay in the castle. There's also a little fairy tale village with all these little cottages you can stay in.
Yeah. And then you would check in Friday night, and the murder mystery would begin. It would go all day Saturday. They would have like scavenger hunts, clues, puzzles, stuff you'd have to figure out. Someone would get killed the first night, and then you'd spend the rest of the weekend trying to figure it out. And everyone would go in character. We did I did a Fezzik's and they would have themes. It was like Princess Bride, and I was like Fezzik's brother Reggie, I think.
Yeah.
And we did like a Sherlock Holmes theme one, a James Bond theme one.
The first time we went, when they said come as a character, we thought they meant like make up your own characters. We went as like a lounge act, didn't we?
Yeah. It was great.
We made up these, but like most people went as like known fictional characters, and it was the first time we'd done it. We did it on a whim. Anyway, it was so fun.
But yeah, we've done those. We did a riverboat when we were in Tybee one time. We did a riverboat murder mystery. It was like an hour long. Remember that? It was like a riverboat cruise where the murder would happen on the little hour-long cruise. And
that one was weird because I feel like most of the people on the boat were pretty sauced.
Yeah.
And no one was really paying attention. So it was sort of like you're on a boat where a murder mystery is kind of happening. And we're really into it, of course. But other people are just sort of partying on a boat. It was and aren't aware of a murder. We're not concerned. It was a weird vibe. But it was fun. That's a lot of plot that's happening.
it doesn't.
Sorry. Thank you.
I'm so appreciative that you are here. This is really fun. I forget how fun this is.
I know, it's been a
This is
while.
where we're at in the movie. Hour 37 minutes. We're in Samoa. I think Idris Elba's going to come try to probably kill Hobbs and Shaw. Oh, they're going to take their guns offline. I don't know if you saw that, but like their guns are digitally keyed into them, so they're going to try to take the guns offline. How was the Minneapolis show? It was fun.
Me too.
It was really fun. I
Yeah.
remember.
I wish I could have been there.
I know. I wish you'd been there too.
I've been back here 25 years. I mean, my own daughter doesn't even know her family.
Have you ever thought about putting mystery content? Y'all, mysteries are hard. Really hard to do. We did a we had that Taz box, the mysterious package coming in. It's just really hard. Like we've tried we've made half-hearted attempts before, but do it. I love that stuff. I would love to do an ARG or something like that. We do a flip. I don't know how to do a flip.
That's just the audience you can't back up. That's fine.
Have you considered visiting Alaska, Hawaii, or other countries? So it's hard, right? Because we're relying on geographical data from our downloads for where we pick where to do shows. I think we could probably get away with doing a show in London or a place like that, but it would be tricky because the costs to get over there would have to be offset by the costs of doing the show. And we don't know. We haven't done one there, so we don't know if there would be the turnout.
Which sort of is the math, just for like transparency. It's really just so that we're not like paying to go,
Yeah.
so that we're not losing money.
You get to a point where it's like, oh wow, we didn't make any money of this because we got flew.
There are a lot of places we just love to travel, and there are a lot of places where if we could at least break even, it would be worth it to go.
Yeah.
It's just, you got to pay for the travel there.
Yep. There's lots of places I like to go. Lots of places I like to go again. I like to do a show in New Orleans again.
That was a lot of
That was fun.
Yeah.
San Jose was fun.
Mhm.
San Jose is cool. I've been to the Winchester Mystery House. Woo! It's cool. The kids still talk about it.
I would have really liked, we went to Vancouver and did a show, but we were there for such a short period of time. I don't feel like I really was there. I would love to go back.
We almost
I'd
went to
love come
Australia
Philly
once.
again. I
Yeah,
love
Philly was great.
Philadelphia.
I think we're talking about maybe trying to go to PAX Unplugged in December, but I don't know. It's in Philly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And somebody asked about Chicago. I love Chicago. I'm happy to go to Chicago anytime.
We
You
did.
turned your river the opposite direction. It's amazing.
Chicago's great. We did show at the Chicago Theater. It's a great venue.
I love Chicago.
If we make it through this, you have my word on that.
We addressed more Taste of Luxury earlier in the stream. Quid Pro. So go check that out later at some point. What's your favorite Sawbones episode you've done?
Ooh, my favorite? That's tough. I mean, there are ones that stick out, like the one where people eat mummies always sticks out as like one of the wildest ones we've done. I love the gut hole romance.
The ones in our book are most of our favorites, at least from that era. It's been a while since the book came out.
We revisited it recently, but the Wow plague and how it connects to medicine, and then more recently COVID. I thought that was so fascinating to go through. There are some that aren't as, like, for me, that were a little more interesting. Like, we did the one on the history of the Hippocratic Oath. And for me as a doctor, that was a very...
Sydney sure does say
Important
Gina knows best. You need to sometimes just extend both of our shirts so everyone can enjoy, because it did say Gina knows
That's
best.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
More Sawbones merch. I mean, let us know what you want. So, sure.
Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed the gender episode. We did that one live, not recorded, at a Fairness, West Virginia gala that we were asked to perform at, and then also recorded a version of it, shorter for the show length. And that was one of the ones I enjoyed doing a great deal, and I always feel good about doing ones that I think like might help people understand something a little better, or dispel some misinformation or that kind of thing. Some of the ones we've done on vaccines similarly have gotten some good responses.
Yes, Sarah, that's right. The revised Sawbones book came out in 2020. Its paperback version came out in 2020. I think it's right. Alyssa says, "Hoops. Any tips for a newer voice actor?"
Hmm.
There's lots of work out there that I think people pay like piecemeal for audiobooks and stuff like that. That'd be a fun place to start. Also, don't commit to a character voice; it's gonna destroy your voice. I once did a cartoon. It's called Slug Riot, and I played this undead kid, and when I was doing the voice, it was like, "Come on, I'm ready to rock," and I did that the first time, and they were like, "Perfect, we love it," and I was like, "Okay, perfect." I was like, "All right, man, let's go," and then by like 15 minutes into the voiceover session, I was like, "I actually can't do this anymore for today. I don't know what I was thinking. It was a terrible idea, and we need to stop for today." So we had to break this into smaller sessions. So pick a voice you can commit to long term. Favorite fact about West Virginia? My favorite fact about West Virginia is that the mountain state is our nickname. We don't have any mountains.
There's technically hills.
There's just hills. It's great.
Do you remember from West Virginia history, the first settler of West Virginia?
No.
Morgan.
Morgan. Great. Right now they're fighting on Hobbs and Shaw. If you are seeing fighting, then you're at the right place. Their guns are broken down, so they're hitting them with like traditional weapons. It's great.
Do you all ever get burritos at Black Sheep?
Yes.
I love Black Sheep. We were
Love
just at Black Sheep this evening.
Yeah. I got the General Tso's burrito. That's my go-to.
I usually get, I love their nachos, and that could be a whole meal, but their flaca tacos. So
What tacos do you get in your flock?
My favorite is the bulgogi taco. It's so good. I like the chicken. It's a little spicy. I like the brisket one is good. I like the fish taco one. They're called like Baja fish taco one. That one's good. The Thai shrimp peanut something.
Oh.
That one with the slaw. It's really
Ooh,
good.
Molly.
There's so many good. Oh, the portobello one.
Black Sheep
It's
is
vegetarian,
over in
not
Pullman
vegan.
Square. If you'll ever come through here, it's a really good place to eat.
Mm-hmm.
There's lots of good places to eat here. But that we do really well. If you want something to eat, come to Huntington.
If you want donuts, you got Jolly Pirate. If you want pepperoni rolls, check any gas station.
Yeah, gas stations have the best pepperoni rolls.
It's
You can
true.
get better ones. You can get like fancier ones at restaurants, but
You don't need
the
to.
actual real pepper. Everybody wants to zhuzh it up.
Mhm.
They want to add like oregano to the top or whatever. If you want a real pepperoni roll, get one at a gas station.
Well, and it's true because if you're in, especially in the more rural parts of the state, which the entire state is rural technically, but if you were at a gas station counter and you see a little basket with a stack of pepperoni rolls and they're just wrapped in like saran wrap, each
That's
one,
real pepperoni rolls.
like these are made by someone. Someone homemade these and brought them to the gas station, and
It was invented for miners.
Yes.
So like these
And
was a
they're
food that would remain
delicious.
stable. They are delicious, and if you want a real one, you have to go to communities where they're still mining, which there's like a dwindling amount of now. But like go out to like McDowell, places like that, they're gonna have killer pepperoni rolls. But that's the real pepperoni roll.
You don't have to go that far. You go out Wayne. You can get good
You can go
pepperoni.
you can go out Wayne. You can get some out Wayne.
We've been to Glade Springs, haven't we? We went to Glade Springs. several times.
Yes. We went there. Oh God, it was one of the first trips that we took when Charlie was like a year old.
Mhm.
We went like overnight one time. It's fun. It doesn't have as much like weird vibes as the Glenbriar, and I don't think I'd go back there with Jim Justice being such a crockadookie.
The Greenbrier is what you mean. The Glenbrier is
Thank you. I always mix those up.
that's the pool, the community.
The
pool.
Glenbriar is the pool. The Greenbriar is the resort.
The Greenbrier is like the big fancy resort that used to have the bunker for the president to go to in the case of a nuclear attack.
They'll let you
I mean, it
tour
still
It's
has the
wild.
bunker, but like now everybody knows about it, so it's just for
Wouldn't
touring.
be quite as effective.
Which is cool to see, but it's hard because the
It's
Greenbrier
behind a
is
hidden wall. It's wild. It wasn't just the president, right? It was like Congress.
all
and-
everybody, yeah. And
There's
I mean,
like
and it's
a little Congress, like there's a place where they were supposed to meet, and it's great. It's great.
it's like a I mean it's lovely in a very like
Hold on, wait. Do you see right
What's
now?
happening?
They have attached a chain to Idris Elba's helicopter. And they're dragging the helicopter around. This is happening in the movie. They put this in the movie.
I feel like it would have crashed.
Yeah, I mean, you'd
Well,
think
that's
so.
that's a big one though. That's a big.
That's one of the bigger ones.
That's a big guy.
Do you know that helicopter?
Can I just say the last thing I said about Greenbrier is that it was lovely, and I just want to clarify this is not an endorsement of going to the Greenbrier, because the tough part is that even though it is a cool resort where you can like try falconry if you want to, on the flip side, it's owned by our governor, who, you know, is not a very nice guy.
Do you know that the word helicopter is not made up from heli and copter, but it's rather a combination of helico and pater. It has the same root as like pterodactyl. Like it's helico.
Well, there you go.
Who runs the McElroy family account? That's the one and only Sarah Davis is on the ones and twos. JT could barely stand the sulfur smell in the water. I mean, that's why it's called White Sulphur Springs. It's streets and advertising.
It's a shame. It's a lovely resort and it's a lovely little area, and it's just a shame. I don't know.
Blimps get their names from the sound they make when they're flicked. It's fantastic.
No idea.
God, that's fantastic. What a lovely fact. Now look. Now that, all right, you see, watch this, okay? They're now hauling, this helicopter is now dragging 4 This helicopter is dragging 4 trucks. But the truck's
holding on to the.
But look.
Oh, does it have nitrous? Oh my God! Of course it does.
But the truck has nitrous, so now it's pulling the 3 other cars and the helicopter's back. Hit them with the moonshine.
Of course.
They're all hitting the nitrous. You know, Nos is like the guest star of these movies that you want to show up. And when the Nos does show up, nothing better. Nothing better. That's Fast and Furious. Oh, I'm delighted. Thank you, movie gods. Let's go. That's right. Sarah gets it. Hit that Nos, baby. Come on. Get him. And you know, he wishes he could leave right then. He's like, fuck, they've got Nos. I've got to go.
I'm done for.
I'm ruined. I gotta go. The NOS. NO2. NOS. Nitrous oxide. That's right, Lane. NOS fixes it all. You know, you could give our network a little NOS if you went to MaxFunDrive.org/join.
That's a good way.
Then you're our NOS. If you go there and you can pledge $5 a month, it would really mean a lot to us. We'd really appreciate it. It helps us make our shows, and it's way supporting the content you love.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming, at least like.
Yeah. Are fond of.
And we can't do it without you. I mean, we have the occasional sponsor, but that's not what pays the bills. It's you fine people pledging $5, $10, $20 a month. We have great gifts. It's all detailed there. But the main thing you get is you know that you're
Be the NOS.
What? Be the NOS. That's right. Click the link. Be the NOS.
Be the NOS.
Show those fat cats at Maximum Fun HQ.
Speaking of merch.
What? Be the NOS? Yeah. Pretty good.
think the helicopter's crashing. Oh no, they should have unhooked the truck.
I have the sneaking suspicion that every character with a name will survive.
Was there enough water for him to fall into? Or was it just the Terminator?
There's no Terminator.
If only the Terminator fell, I'm sure he's fine because he's a Terminator.
Squid, there's no Terminator in the movie. It's starting to get a little hot in the collar. Looking a little sleepy there, Juice. Yeah, bud. We have to wake up at like 6:45 every morning and take our rotten kid to school. So, yeah.
I can't wait till summer break.
You don't mean that, though.
I do.
You don't mean that. You haven't thought about the repercussions of them both being in the house.
I do. I can't wait till they're both here.
I'm trying to not yawn. I'm rude. I'm still loving this movie.
We look like we're gonna pass out. No, I'm tired, but we're not gonna fall asleep.
No. How far away is your school? I don't know. 10 minutes, something like
It's
that.
not far.
It's not far.
Mm-mm.
It just takes forever to brush her.
No, it's not even. Well, I mean, I do have to do her hair. She has a lot of hair. It's not that. It's like Charlie.
This is
Who's
unacceptable. Unacceptable.
Who's a very active child, moves in slow motion in the morning. She's not even tired. It's just like.
Just like you ask her to brush her teeth 8 times, and she just won't.
And she'll just like, I don't know. I'll come in and she'll be rearranging something,
Drawing.
or drawing, or just sitting there like in her underwear, looking at a book, and I'm like, brush your teeth, put your clothes on. She's like, oh, okay, yeah, sure.
This is very romantic. The 3 of them are fighting in the rain.
Mm.
Do you like Kenneth Branagh's Poirot? I do, actually. He's dipping a toe in the river of ham, but maybe even a whole foot sometimes. But I think they're fun. I think it's fun to bring those stories to modern audiences. So, yeah. I've not seen the new one yet. I don't know.
I'll take a punch and let you land one.
Did you ever get a plush of a plague doctor? Yes, we did. Actually, it's in whose room is it in?
Cooper's.
Cooper's. Yeah, she loves it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What are we sipping? I am sipping Diet Ginger beer. Sydnee's sipping Diet Ginger Ale. Both with 4 roses. Eh? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I like theirs in mine. Sydnee does not.
I like a lot of extra diet ginger ale. I like a weak drink. Justin calls it a watery boy. Like a real watery boy.
They're working together against Idris Elba now, Sydnee.
Oh, look at him punching.
The facial expressions in slow-mo are
Who
masterful.
is this for?
Yes, Dr. Professor Francis. I still play Vampire Survivors, mainly when I find it's great when I'm riding the little stationary desk bike I got. It's a great way to like turn your brain off. Oh yeah. They've only got 3 seconds until something happens, Sydnee.
Is it an explosion, probably? Oh, and fire.
I think so the virus like activates.
Oh, so she...
It's hard to say. It's actually impossible to say.
Unclear.
this. Here comes the kryptonite. He body slams him.
I just don't understand the choices of like cool lines.
I think they let them rock into wrestling.
Never had a doubt. Let's get it in the safe hands.
And it all worked out in the end. Don't kill him. What does Sydney do for downtime? As soon as
I
she
guess
gets
I watch Hobbs and Shaw. Do I do my right now? I don't.
we basically watch like mindless TV where we can both kind of zone out or chat. Like we'll watch sometimes like trashy reality shows just so we can have something to talk about. And it don't require a lot of attention.
But lately it's been Our Flag Means Death. Now if Justin's out of town, I will watch Mad Men.
We watching Minx
I've seen it
on
all.
HBO Max.
Minx is good.
It's about it's like set in the 70s where a woman starts a sort of like playgirl.
But with like articles about feminism.
Yeah, Jake Johnson's a pornographer that sees the talent in her and stuff. It's great. It's very good. We have seen all the other Fast and Furious movies. If you want to hear us talk about them, go to MaxFunDrive.org/join, register for the Maximum Fun family. Pledge $5 a month to get 360 hours of bonus content. And that is going to include Fast and Furious and Justin and Sydnee, which is our Fast and Furious review show.
Where we sort of watch at these movies, I guess.
It's a trip.
We started off really watching them, and it's a hell of a business.
Streaming while you watch movies is basically impossible. I mean, like we turn them on, but I have no recall of these.
No, and we can't show them to you because that's illegal. You have to watch one.
Hopefully, we won't get flagged for having the audio, but I mean, these things do happen.
Well, now you.
Welcome to the family, Isaiah.
Hey, Sydney. I'm almost done with my first year of med school. Any advice, Gabriella? Usually after first year. I mean, I don't know what your first summer is going to be like, but that was when I had the only break I had in all of med school. So we got married. That's what I did. If you do have a little bit of a break, I would say do something relaxing, something you enjoy, because you're not going to have like a summer break. I don't want to say ever, because that sounds so, sad. But that was the last like big chunk of break I got before working. So do something you enjoy. I mean, that would be my thought.
So that's the film that we have watched. It is Hobbs and Shaw. What do you think, Sid? Let's get your thoughts.
Well, first of all, Veronica asked your favorite Jimmy Buffett song. I think that's a good question. What's yours? Mine is 10 Cup Chalice.
Honestly, that's mine too. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. 10 Cup Chalice is probably good.
I think it seemed like a movie that some people would like.
Including?
I just don't know.
Look, they went to visit Helen Mirren in prison.
Look, they went to visit her in prison, and she's excited because it's about family.
And he's bringing his daughter to meet.
His daughter to Samoa to meet.
That's about family. Do you see in the post-credit scene? It's about family.
Yeah, you wouldn't have known that till the post-credit scene, but. Oh,
They got her a
they
cake.
gave her cake. Oh, there's going to be a bomb in it or something.
Let's get out of here.
How has no one noticed?
Sam, this is your grandma.
Are you just letting? No, I'm not cooking this.
It's beautiful. It's about family. That's what makes these
Yeah.
movies work. Is they're about family.
Well, they're also about like trucks dragging helicopters around sometimes.
Yeah.
And cyborgs.
And family. And no. Okay, you said cyborgs. So I will.
Do you want me to call them Terminators again?
We're not gonna stay and watch these post-credit scenes. And great. Thank you for hanging out with us. If you would like to repay our incredible determination,
Oh.
go to MaxFunDrive.org/. Oh, there's Ryan Reynolds. Go to MaxFunDrive.org/donate. Donate? I don't think that's right. .org/join.
Mm-mm.
And help us out. $5 a month, $10 a month. There's the link right there. See, it's on your screen.
This movie's just relentless.
It's relentless. It won't
It
relax.
just keeps happening.
Yeah, it just keeps going.
Just calm down.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us. It has been so cool. Come back on Thursday night at 9:30 ET. We're doing, me and the boy, did I tell you about this? We're doing a virtual escape room.
No.
Yeah. Is it okay?
Oh. You didn't tell me.
I'm sorry. I'm telling you now for all our friends. Is that right?
I'll be watching Mad Men by myself.
So make sure you join us for that right here on this channel. Thank you to Sarah Davis for moderating. I've seen all your disgusting things you tried to say before Sarah Davis got to you. Yeah, that's it. MaxFunDrive.org.
Yeah, thank you all for joining us.
Yep.
For watching Hobbs and Shaw.
Yes.
If anyone actually watched it.
Yes. You can still, if you want to go back and rent it or whatever, this is the time where it syncs up
That's what you're
perfectly.
committing to.
Yeah. All right. Thanks so much, y'all. Have a good night.
Thank you all.
Thank you. Take care.
Sex with his aunt, then killed her, and nobody wants to talk about it. That's what my